today. She's delivering a stream of Chainsaw Man. We actually are good to go as well. So you actually have returned to cover chapter 78 of Chainsaw Man. As we know, 77, my dudes. What a chapter. Jesus Christ almighty. Holy shit. What do we say, bro? What do we say? Besides, it didn't happen, bro. It didn't happen. Nothing happened to Aki. Aki's fine. Well, he's dead. He died. Okay, he didn't turn into a goddamn gun fiend. All right, not happening. It's just not happening. I ain't accepting that reality, bro. That reality doesn't exist. I refuse to accept that timeline, bro. So yeah, I mean, a lot of things happened. A lot of things he didn't want to happen happened. Aki's basically surpassed Kaneki Ken as the most character to suffer in the Shonen Jump manga. So there's that. Bro, I don't know anymore. I just don't know. I always been like, I don't know about his manga anymore, but I'm at that point now. This is the point of like, I just don't know anymore, bro. I don't know. But anyways, actually put on Twitter, actually go on live, actually see what actually happens in this chapter. I definitely did not chainsaw this one coming. God damn it, I hate myself. Because it's the pun now of whether or not the chainsaw means to see through the chains. So it's the pun of seeing through the chains now. So it's God. All right, let's do this, boys. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening. Right. So 78 snowball fight. Power, you're here too. Okay, you're on Denji's team. Eat this. God damn it. Ah, Denji! What? It is kind of like relentlessly depressing that the entirety of what's going on in his head is like him as a kid, but on the outside is what's actually transpiring right now. He does kind of like, I don't know, evil probably. Probably evil, I don't know. But yeah, it's like you just like bruh. You're just like bruh the whole entire time. Do you want to play with us? Buh? Don't do it. Stop. Don't, Aki. Just save my poor boy. Save my son. Just save him. Ah. Ouch. Rats, you got me. Yeah. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ almighty. Aki. Gah. Ow. Yeah, tell me about it. Oh yeah, I know about raids. Raids happen all the time. They just basically come into your stream and then it happens sometimes. But I don't know about that one. That's for damn sure. That one's a new one I've never seen in my life. Ow. Were they? That's even more interesting then. Idiot. That's really weird then. Aki Hayakawa, can you hear me? Snap out of it. This is the last thing you'd ever want to do, isn't it? Wake up, jerk face. God, I hate how good Fujimoto's actual panning actually is. His panning is just like out of this world. It's so good. It makes me even more depressed. I've never had this much fun before. Mum and Dad are always fussing over Tayo. They never pay attention to me. But now my life has finally got kind of fun. just want this to end. I just want this to end. Just end my... Just stop this suffering. Please, Fujimoto. What the fuck, man? What are you playing at, my dude? This wasn't meant to be like this. This wasn't meant to be. You just... Denji do be like, bruh. I just... The boy's sleep. He's just... His guts are everywhere. Oh, you know. Just depressed as hell reading Chainsaw Man. How you doing? God. Fujimoto, please. Please stop. Help me with his suffering. It's just like, how else could you make Aki's suffering just 10 times, 50 times, 60 times worse? You just put his childhood, like, juxtaposed with what's going on currently. That's how you do it. Oh, fuck, man. I just want this poor boy to have a happy life. I want his boy to have a happy life. And it just... Life is fucking stupid, I tells you. It's fucking stupid. God, my poor son is suffering. God, it's just... Bruh. He can't even get that. That's the problem. You can't even have that. This manga makes the poor boy suffer so much that she can't even get a happy end at all. It's just like, by the way, Makima's kind of evil now. Oh yeah, by the way, now you're a gun fiend. It's like, bruh, just let the poor boy just stop. End Aki's suffering, alright? This poor boy suffered enough. I tells you. God, okay, so now we're on a 2-week break. So there's that. There's that whole can of worms to deal with now. We have a 2-week break until it comes back. So now we're suspended in limbo to actually find out what's gonna happen next, whether or not Makima just kind of swoops in like, by the way guys, it's okay. Because clearly there's something else going on here. I don't for a second believe she lost the entire fight. There's gotta be something else going on with Makima's character, essentially. Yeah, but yeah, I do actually kind of see that, but I always kind of wonder. It's interesting that they do juxtapose it with that point in Aki's life, because that point in Aki's life is like it's the pinnacle point essentially, because it's when the first event happened. Actually, kind of then juxtapose that with what's going on currently. It makes it more depressing, because it's like that whole entire event is like the most painful experience of his whole entire life. He lost his family and everything like that. But now it's juxtaposed with what's going on currently, but then juxtaposed once again with the fact that actually he's having a lot of fun inside his brain. So all those things kind of just mesh together, actually kind of creates like suffering that I don't think I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, essentially, his whole entire character's come full circle, but the problem is he's the operator of the act, or technically speaking, the operator, but he's not really the operator of what's going on. But he doesn't actually know what's happening at the exact same time. It's one of those things that it kind of makes the whole entire thing relentlessly more depressing, because what took his family away is taking his new family away from him as well. But he has no control over it again. But he's almost in the driver's seat of this whole entire thing. But he's not there. Essentially, he's passive to what's going on, because technically he's dead. Aki's not alive anymore. So he's basically he's reached a new level of suffering that's never been seen before in existence. Because goddamn, just why would you do this to this poor boy? Let the poor boy rest. He's gone through enough as it is. He lost his mentor, his family, and now he's losing his new family as well. Just let this poor boy rest at this point. But yeah, it's very good point. Ugly did in Furry go for a lot. His suffering was like, don't want to go through that whole entire thing again. Yeah, that would be a twist. He's like, by the way, hey guys, I'm ugly. It's like, fuck, man, what's going on here anymore? Yeah, that's the interesting part, because the Gun Devil's contract is to kind of take out Makima, but Makima's alive, so clearly that's failed, unless she's tried to deal with the Gun Devil. Because that's the only eventual outcome I can think of, that she actually has the control over the gun devil. So she has what she wants, essentially. So then it makes me wonder whether or not anyone else is actually a gun fiend at this point as well. That's the other thing to know, and actually to theorize as well, is whether or not she's turning anyone else into a gun fiend. Like, in essence, everyone else that was there, like the Angel Devil and everyone else like that, might also be a gun fiend. Because it would make a lot of sense that was the case, because then she basically has what she needs to actually carry on. Yeah, you did. Life do be like that sometimes, though. Life do be like that, I guess, to Aki, the poor boy. So I'm guessing it now kind of hits the point of what Makima's actual true eventual goal will be, because there's still no indication to what she wants to do. Everything that's could in theory be a thought is then contrasted with the idea of why would she do it. Essentially, we're still at that crossroad, because she has the gun devil's control, which is what they wanted. Essentially, they have that. That's now possibly the outcome of what's actually happened in the chapter we didn't see. So that's happened, but we still don't necessarily know why she wants the gun devil for herself, because clearly there's no way in hell she's gonna just hand it over and that's it. She's a control devil after all. She's probably going to actually use it for her own advantage. But what that will be, who knows? Because I've seen people kind of theorize that possibly it might be for the greater good of humanity, but then at the same time, the way she's going about it is the complete polar opposite way of actually doing it, which then makes me wonder what happened to her, because clearly my thought is Makima had an event similar to what's been happening to the characters in this manga. Like, in essence, I personally think, theorizing, that possibly what she's been doing to like Angel Devil, to Aki, and to everyone else is how she was in theory kind of put into the actual program, possibly as well. Like, in essence, that's the only thing she knows. She only knows that whole entire thing because she's experienced it herself. So possibly in her mind, there might in theory be a possible like eventual like peace. But how she goes about it is kind of the wrong way of doing it. So then it kind of goes back to this whole entire idea of now what, essentially. We still don't know what she wants to do with the Gundam. We don't know what her eventual kind of end goal is. And we're just kind of still stuck in limbo to what she actually wants to do. But clearly, a lot of this manga actually isn't what was led on to believe. We saw that with when she was actually revealed to be the control devil. But if you look back at the first chapter... The first chapter of this manga does scream that she did orchestrate the entire thing. Like, in essence, she wanted Denji to go there. Or she wanted someone to go there and then actually beat that devil and actually then become even more powerful and actually then become possibly the vessel for the future. It does scream that now. That's the problem. If you read that chapter, it just doesn't feel like... It doesn't really feel like there could be any other option other than she orchestrated the entirety of the thing. Which then makes sense to why she would then take out everyone that's actually close to Denji, because she wants to unlock that bit inside him. If Aki's alive, Aki's family. So she would need to take out Aki as well. And possibly the only way she could in theory bring that out of him is by having him personally kill Aki, because that's his family. So then, the same thing with Reze. Reze was his key out of the entirety of like this manga. She was his way out. She didn't want that, because if she got that, if he left with her, then she loses what she needs, essentially. So the Gun Devil is one part of the entire thing. What's inside Denji is a second part. Possibly once this unlock happens, who knows that whether or not she kind of controls Denji to actually kind of have a contract with the Gun Devil to actually then become, I guess, the ultimate being at that point? Possibly? Who knows? But then for what reason? That's the problem. There's no reason for why she wants to do it, but there has to be a reason behind everything. Yeah, she never lies. One thing she never does do in theory is lie, but she never actually tells the truth. She wraps around the truth in a very kind of abstract way, in a way. That's her character. She's good at talking, essentially. That's her advantage. She is a very good talker. She essentially knows what she needs to actually. She essentially knows the characters before they get there. So I don't know. It's a very interesting point as manga at this point, because there's way too many like theories. There's too many theories you could possibly think of that could in theory lend itself well to what's going on here. And the problem is, it could in theory be true, but we have to wait and see. That's the problem. This manga is literally wait and see what happens, because you can't predict this manga anymore. This manga is literally just unpredictable. It's stuck. It's that kind of like it's that limbo of just wondering, okay, so bruh, what does this mean for the rest of the entirety of this manga? I don't know, but I just want my boy to I just want to have a happy life. Just let this boy rest, because I also want to see what actually happens with the future devil as well. That's the other thing to note, because Power has to die as well. Power's another character actually has to die as well. So how does she die in this whole entire thing? Does she become a gun fiend as well? Who knows? That's the thing. I don't, but still, too many things are happening, bro. Too many things are happening at this point in this manga that I can't actually begin to say that this is actually what's going to happen next. I'm very much just stuck in limbo to actually see what actually happens next, and I can't wait. And now I've got to wait 2 weeks. God damn. So I'm gonna lie down in the corner and cry, because my poor son's going through so much suffering. Oh God, it's just my poor boy rest. Just let my poor boy rest. He deserves the rest. Just let me have a happy life with him and everyone else. Just allow me that. Also, the other thing to note is Kishibe as well. Kishibe is another key character in this whole entire thing, because he's kind of MIA'd. So there's also that, whether or not he comes back actually becomes a pinnacle character in this whole entire manga as well, even more than he already is. We also have Octopus Boy, another character as well. So I don't know, we'll wait and see what happens in 2 weeks' time. So that will do it there for today. If you have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on YouTube and doing free, well, actually have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on Twitch, then doing free, leave a follow on Twitch, because indeed there's only quite a bit. If you have then enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on YouTube and doing free, leave a like, because indeed there's only quite a bit. Thank you. I'm just so depressed. I'm so depressed now. If you have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on YouTube and doing free, the good days are gone. I do agree. The good days were good, and now it's just perpetual depression. This is like this is just kind of like I don't know how this is just like Fire Punch at this point. Fire Punch was constant depression after a while. There's things happening here. It's just like constant depression. I'm like, bro, just let me rest. You actually have enjoyed this stream and doing free, leave a sub on YouTube as well, because both do help me quite a lot. If you have then enjoyed the whole entire stream as a whole on YouTube and doing free, leave a like, leave a follow on Twitter, or join Discord as well, because both do help me quite a lot, and both will then tell you when new streams go live and any other streams I do as well. But until next time with some more Chainsaw Man. See you guys later. Bye for now.